Opa. Okay. Hello. Today we're going to talk about the subject of this series of videos. Going to be how to change your life. The name of the series of videos is going to be testosterone release. The original source goes from Russian Armenian blogger Arsen Markaryan, but due to the fact that all his knowledge is in Russian, it would be really hard, very difficult to Americans English-speaking representatives to understand him. So, if you want to truly embrace uh, all the wise thing and all the practical knowledge, you Google him and find his Telegram channel. You Google Arsen Markaryan base and just check it out, right? All right. So what are we going to talk about today? Um, you tried to do several attempts, right? Going to the gym to become shaped, strong man, to get more women attention, maybe to get promoted at the job, to I don't know. Every each of us has his own goals, but we failed. Lots of us failed. Most of us failed. And most of us really try different approaches in life. I'm not talking about only the gym. I'm talking about the work, making money, right? Chasing the girls, right? Trying. Okay, you chase them. Okay, you try to them chase you, but anyway you failed. Still no bitches. Same thing with me, right? But it changed, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how to change your life. I have structured instruments which using exactly if you were gonna use them, you just gonna change your life like to 160 degrees, 80 degrees. Okay, let's start. The structure of this series of videos is gonna be like this. The first one, we're gonna talk about the personal responsibility. The second one is tools and instruments. And the third one is going to be knowledge. So it has to be go just like this. It's mandatory from the first to the second to the third, not vice versa. Not from second to third. No, don't jump, scroll. Okay, watch from the first video and go up or go down. Depends where you watch. Okay, the first. Today we're going to talk about the personal responsibility, and it has three components, and we're going to talk about the first one today. The first component of personal responsibility, and when I say responsibility, I don't say your responsibility in front of your school teacher. I'm not saying about your responsibility to take care about your father, mother, your family, your children, or whatever you have. Or I'm not talking about the responsibility, legal one, right? A liability, not about the responsibility of you paying your child support or trying to, I don't know, when you owe someone money and you have responsibility to pay someone. No, we talk about other thing, and I might be struggling a bit because this is not even my second language, right? And I might be struggling of little bit of expression, but I'm trying to use only these words which can have only one meaning, and I'm trying to use the appropriate tone for it. Okay. The first component of personal responsibility sounds like this. Every second you spend to the reaction to the situation is a wasted second which you could use to change the situation. Do you hear me? So every second which you react to the reality, you could take that second and instead of reacting to the reality, you could use it to change it. Okay, what example I'm gonna give you? There are two boxers, beginners, right? and they are in front of their coach, and coach teaches them how to make a proper jab, all right, to the back, how to properly hit a back to make a perfect jab. So he says it's going like this, and then you like circle your torso, right, and you straighten your head. It's gonna be like this, like it's gonna be like this. Yeah, you understand it. Both of them understand it, and the first guy, the first beginner, goes to the back, and every time, when he tries to hit, he makes an attempt, he hits the back, and he says something. He's not really complaining. He says, "Oh damn, damn, shit, oh fuck." He start. It's not a matter of cursing. It's not a matter of complaining. He's not really complaining, but he's just saying something. He's reacting to the reality. He's just reacting to it. And the second guy, maybe even he's worse than the first one, right? But after every attempt, he doesn't say a thing. He just thinks about himself. How rationally, cold-minded, how to change the situation so he could punch clearly. So his hit would be just pure magic, pure the pure technique. For example, even if the first guy hits better than the second, the first one spends even more time. He spends time to reaction to situation and trying to change it, all right? Trying a little bit. Okay, on the time basis, at the same time, the first one spends like the same amount of time, the first one makes less attempts, all right? And after 1,000, maybe after even 10,000, the second guy, maybe he hits not really good, but after every attempt, after every fixation that he makes in himself, he becomes better, right? The quantity marker of this becomes quality marker. So in the long term, he wins the first guy. His techniques becomes more pure than the first guy and more closer to the example technique, to the required technique. That's the thing. That's a first component of the personal responsibility, and it's really important. And the important thing about the personal responsibility is that you cannot be half responsible for your life. You cannot be like 30%, 60% responsible for your life. This is not a tumbler, right? You don't play with a sound bar, right? It's not. No, it's a switcher. It's either turned on or turned off. You cannot be half pregnant, right? So this is the first component of personal responsibility. Every second you spend on the reaction to the situation is a wasted second which you could use to change this situation. The thing is, if you really take the second which you spent onto the reaction and spend it on a changing the situation, and after every attempt you change the situation, finally you do it, there is no reason to reaction. There is no reason. You just solved the problem, and there is nothing on what you could react, right? See you in the next video.